35th precinct, day drunk in a turtleneck.
Jorge, you are a lifesaver. Thank you.
Still your role. I cannot have you going to the Met Gala looking like young Cosette. Here.
I don't know what to say.
Well, just call me your fairy godmother.
Bye.
Oh.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was weird.
I think I'm just so scared of being abandoned again that I either cling too tight or self-sabotage.
I won't abandon you, Jorge. I want to start fresh.
I can't keep finding ways of hiding from my feelings. I have a lot to work through. I think I need to do it alone.
I'm not going to the Met Gala, Katie. I didn't make Casey Wilson her dress.
That's okay, because I cobbled something together for Casey using your dress.
I do not need you to rescue me, Katie.
Really? Because you were sitting in the police station on the day of the Met Gala.
And I definitely don't need a lecture from my apprentice.
This apprentice saved your ass.
Yeah, tell him.
I would do anything to have what you have. I have dreamt of showing my work at the Met Gala since I could thread a needle. But now, I'll never make it there because I can't even get into Parsons. Tell me what it's like to be so successful that you can just shrug your shoulders and you can skip the Met Gala. That kind of privilege, that must be really nice. For one, I refuse to drag you to a gala kicking and screaming. You've got 2 legs, so you can get yourself there.
Good for you, Katie.
I'm literally never taking this off. I've got to tell Guy.
It looks so much better than what Guy did.
Is he mad at me?
No, he is not mad. He's just getting cleaned up.
Enjoy, stay hydrated.
What is this trip plan?
That's a good question.
Oh my God.
No idea who that is. Look out for the Hannah
She
House.
must not
coming
watch
to
America's
Toledo.
Next Top Model. Or at least the early seasons.
I don't know about you, but I'm getting sweet revenge.
We need to bury the hatchet eventually, or at least go get a drink and chat about it.
I guess we could have a drink.
You look dashing, by the way.
Be fine. Let's break with tradition and just upset the fashion gods. Who's gonna help me with my train?
Katie?
You're up, Katy Keene.
Cannot wait for everyone to see you. The real you. Thank you.
Okay. Guy.
Darn.
The hell, your eye.
Consider it on theme, shall we?
Okay.
It's a beautiful dress.
I was an idiot. I'm sorry that I punched Guy. Looks like I gave him a pretty good shiner, too.
You
You're
deserved
forgiven,
it.
but do not ever let that happen again.
That dress has Katy Keene written all over it. Your mom would be so proud of you.
I think so too. Getting so much
Sandra,
trouble.
we've heard rumors that you're working on an album with a girl group. Is that true?
Actually, I am excited to officially announce.
Oh, interrupting her moment. I'm all for it. She did it to her.
I follow my own rules. I wrote the master plan. I'm feeling royal now. Go ahead and kiss my hand. Go ahead and kiss
It's okay.
my
Let's just go outside.
Those bitches.
Oh, like you weren't a bitch in the last episode? Uh-oh. You're really gonna get in trouble.
Guy, a lot of people are saying your dress was one of the standouts. How do you feel?
I feel grateful and humbled and like
Better
I
give
don't
her some
deserve all the
credit.
credit. You know, making a dress like the one Casey wore today, it takes a village. Weeks of intense labor and love. No, I couldn't do it without my sister or my team of seamstresses. But there is one person I do want to single out. And that's my apprentice, Katy Keene. She's the unsung hero of this dress. And if you don't know her name by now, trust me, you will one day.
Yes.
Congrats. You win.
What'd you do?
Oh. Indulge me, though.
Or what are you
How
going
much
to
did
do?
you actually raise for your Harpy house?
A modest 300K, but who's counting?
Ooh, I'm thinking St. Lucia.
Oh, it's where I'm going to holiday with my half of the modest 300K.
Oh, they're still married.
Yeah, still married.
Per usual, you're one step behind. My lawyers have ensured that you will never see a dime.
And my lawyer, the Sierra McCoy, has dug up enough dirt on your corrupt lawyers to disbar them for life. When they go down, so do you. The money isn't worth the damage that we'll do to each other if we stay married. Just for the record, it was real, what we had.
But just because she signs it, does that mean she's gonna stop trying to
But
ruin
I will
her?
never forgive you.
Take care of yourself, my darling.
Who's that?
Mom, what do you...
Oh.
You called my mother.
It's the only way to ensure that you would stop tormenting me for good.
Taylor, you are not supposed to be drinking on your medication.
Oh.
I'm taking you back to the country house.
Okay.
But hopefully she's gonna get the help she needs, because apparently she needs something.
Casey's dress was
if she's
fierce
on
as
medication.
hell. Not bad for a gutter girl like yourself, Katie.
Shut up.
Seriously, you killed it.
Thank you, Amanda.
Amanda is being I can't think of the word.
Why have we always been so
Why is
competitive?
she being nice?
We want different
Sort of.
things. You are destined to be the next Gloria Granville. Can we actually be friends?
No. Gross. Don't get carried away.
No. Despite some things about Amanda, she wasn't too horrible in this episode.
Alexander Cabot.
Who wants to know?
Hannah Melvey.
Here we
I
go.
don't have much time. There's something you need to know about Pepper Smith.
Mateo told me it was... I'm your mother, and I should have protected you. I should have told you then what I can tell you now.
What?
That whoever you love, however you dress, you are my
Thought there was
son,
some secret we
and
didn't know
I
about.
accept you completely.
I just wish Dad felt the same way.
He has his own ways of protecting you.
He didn't even care if I moved out of the building.
That's not true. We had to raise the rent on the other units, but your father couldn't bear the idea of you and your friends leaving, so we've covered your share for the past couple of years.
Oh.
He wants to keep you close, but the truth is, business at the bodega has been slow, and we've been struggling with the mortgage.
We can pay more rent. We'll pay whatever we owe you.
No. Your father and I have made a lot of sacrifices so that you kids could follow your dreams.
Okay.
The Pussycats are a trending topic.
This feeling, this
Something's
is
gonna happen.
that
Alex is gonna
Xander
come in
can never
and be
take
like,
away
we're
from
not
us."
investing.
Josie, we need to talk.
What is it?
Pepper's been lying to all of us.
Should be out there celebrating.
I tried, but then I realized the only person I want to be celebrating with is you. You did rescue me
Everything's
tonight,
gonna
Katie.
go over the line.
I'm so sorry you had to. I put you in a terrible position.
Yeah, you did. Look, I get it. I have a fear of rejection too, and we all cope with things in different ways. I put on a happy face, and you don't, and that's fine.
You know, I didn't get into Parsons either.
Seriously?
Truth is, it is not the end-all be-all. You're incredibly talented. You're smart. You're passionate. You're fearless. You have this way of looking at a person and bringing out the best in them. You have an amazing career ahead of you. And I just hope I have a front row seat.
Yeah, knew that was coming. Oh, they're gonna go for it right there in the office. Let's hope nobody walks in on it. That was the end of Katy Keene, and this was a pretty good episode. I enjoyed it. Katie found out that she did not get into Parsons, so that was pretty sad because I knew that was like a big dream of hers and for her mom, and it really hurt her not to have gotten in. And she was dealing with a guy whose dress that he designed for some celebrity, I don't remember her name. She hated it, and he couldn't deal with the rejection. he tried to make something new, but I guess he just couldn't come up with anything, so he just went on a bender instead. Just kind of just left everybody to fend for themselves. And Katy was able to pull through, and she kind of redid his design. It was still his design, but she just redid it. And I thought her dress was much better than Guy's dress. I thought it was much prettier. I hated Guy's dress. I thought it was so ugly. It was so much. But yeah, so Katy redid the dress. The client loved it. And the people at the gala loved it. And it was like the highlight of the gala. So that was great for Katy. And I was glad that Guy gave her a special shout out. Like to the reporters and everything. So I thought that was great. So I think that is going to be good for Katy to maybe like get her name out there. We also found out that Guy didn't even get into Parsons himself, and look where he is. You know, he's this famous designer. So yeah. So also him and Guy and Katy have crossed the line from boss employee to lovers, and yeah. So we'll see how all that works out for Katy and Guy. Also in this episode we had Jorge, who was dealing with his breakup with Bernardo. He wasn't taking it well. He was wearing this Bernardo's sweatshirt because it smelled like him, but apparently it is starting to smell, you know, in other ways. And yeah, so he was dealing with that. He was also dealing with family, mostly his dad. He wasn't talking to his father, and his dad wasn't talking to him. So his brother came to him and tried to get him to just at least talk to his dad and like just deal with it and move on. Like, you know, they needed to get along. And so Jorge gave it a shot. He came out and told his parents how much it hurt when they kicked him out when he came out, and that they never even apologized for it or anything like that. And then his dad pretty much told him that, you know, he can deal with him being in drag, but not to walk home dressed up in it. And Jorge refused, and then talking about kicking him out, or that while he's under his roof, that he won't be able to do this stuff. And he's like, well, then we'll move out. And he's like, fine. And so there's a big fight, but I didn't really blame Jorge. I'm kind of glad he actually came out and like expressed how much pain that caused him when he was younger, on how they treated him. And then, you know, the way his dad is acting now is kind of like, I guess, kind of rehashing that, you know, those feelings. And that's why they came out. So I don't know. They still have to work on their relationship. I think Jorge and his mom are okay, but Jorge still needs to work it out with his dad. And I don't know if his dad will come around. Hopefully he will eventually, but I don't know. Also, Jorge had gotten called down to the police station by his brother because they had arrested somebody who had attacked somebody else who was in drag, and wanted to see if this was one of the attackers that attacked him and Bernardo. And unfortunately it was not. So those guys are still out there. And but he did run into Bernardo while he was at the police station, as well as Guy when he went on his bender, which is how Katy ended up finding him. And him and Bernardo talked, and Bernardo wanted to start over. And Jorge said that he just needed time to deal with his feelings, like get himself straight before he, you know, gets into a relationship again. So, I mean, it's not like permanently over between him and Bernardo. Bernardo said that if he changes his mind, he knows where to find him. So maybe there's still a chance they could, you know, get back together once Jorge gets himself figured out and gets his, you know, family problems dealt with. So, yeah. Josie. Okay. All right. So Pepper, her wife, Hannah, that her name? Hannah? Anyway, she's still trying to ruin Pepper. And I thought like Hannah like spent like a long time in the jail that she's so angry about, you know, being in, but it was like 3 days. And I'm just like, you just got like $30,000 from her and you stole her assistant. It's like, you're in jail for 3 days. Just like move past it, get the divorce and move on. But I guess Hannah has some kind of like issue because she's on medication. So I don't know. But anyway, so Pepper was dealing with that, and so she tried to get the Cabots, well, at least Alex, to invest in the Pepper plant, and he's kind of iffy on it, which I don't blame him, because he's completely right with his feelings towards Pepper. Like, he's being like, you know, something's not right there. He was absolutely on the nose with those feelings, so I don't know how she thinks that she was going to be able to give him his money back tenfold, but she assured Josie, and Josie took her at her word because they're friends, even though I was iffy on whether or not she could live up to that, because, you know, hasn't really been living up to any of this. So Alex went ahead and invested because of Josie, and when Pepper tricked Hannah into finally giving her divorce and calling Hannah's mother on her to make sure she stops, you know, attacking Pepper, she stopped at the record store where Alex was, and she told him something about Pepper, and now he's telling Josie that Pepper's been lying to everybody. So I wonder what it was, because we know nothing about Pepper. Nothing that is truthful. In my opinion, we know absolutely nothing about her. Everything that we do know is all lies. So I hope that in the next 2 episodes, we're going to get Pepper's story. And I'm assuming that we'll, at least in the next episode, start learning something about Pepper, because with whatever Alex knows, it's going to get confronted. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And I think that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed my reaction. If you did, please give this video a like. If you have any suggestions on anything you'd like me to react to, please leave that down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.